Hey, good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing?
Morning.
What's up, Trey?
Yeah, good morning, Kris.
What's up, guys? So, I was eating my breakfast. That's why I wasn't talking a minute ago there, guys. But looks like we gapped up on PPI. I'm pretty sure it was point 0.2 compared to point 0.4 expected or something like that. So market's running, obviously, and we also had a pretty large run going into PPI as well. So market closed around 3970. And before PPI was already at 4010, so it was already up 40 points. That's pretty important to note. The market's most definitely like very, bullish because everyone wants the market to go green. So everyone's kind of trying to hop in at the right time. If we look at the daily here, if we look at the daily, we can see that we're actually breaking out of the range that we had for the past 2 days. So it's almost an inside bar. But we consolidated for 2 days. Now we have a pretty nice breakout. So if we go over to, say, the 60-minute chart, so the hourly, we're going to see a very nice breakout as well. Of course, this is off of news, but it seems very nice. We had resistance, and they kind of use this area as support in a little way like this when they pushed it to the upside. So we broke above 4,000, and then the highest we've touched so far is about 4,050. And then look at, say, the weekly. To me, again, this just kind of looks like a bear market rally. The funny thing is everyone buys it every single time. So this is just a bear market rally at this point, yet everyone's going to be buying and buying. But the next area they're going to target is 4175. That's where they're going to try to be hitting very soon. We'll see if we can get any day trades in. Right now, I mean, there's nothing that the chart can really produce for us quite yet. We also have Fed members speaking at 10 Eastern. So in about 23 minutes here. And then Harker is speaking right now. They said inflation will take time to come down. They just said that like about 30 seconds ago, kind of thing. They also said we want to reduce the balance sheet until they start to see where they need to stop. That's all I see right now. That's pretty key on what they said. And then Cook also spoke, who's part of the Fed, saying inflation is much too high and that their focus in the Fed is addressing inflation. So what we're seeing right now on, say, the 5-minute chart are top wicks. So we're seeing, I mean, this one might close as a doji. They're going to try to hold the 9, I'm pretty sure, here in the 5-minute. That'll be pretty key for them. Let's see what the 15 looks like. 15-minute hasn't tested the Nanyame quite yet. I mean, this push is very bullish. Like, when I look at the chart, this is an extremely bullish sort of setup, regardless of news coming in. So we just have to keep that in mind. I'd say the best thing I can draw here is maybe this top trend line, like so. And it looks like they just retested it. They retested it a little bit earlier. But this is probably the best sort of pattern, I guess, that we can draw right now for the time being. So resistance, resistance, it eventually breaks, obviously, off of PPI. And then we just retested here. So this will be a key point, because if they start to retest this again, it might see a larger breakdown. But again, they're trying to hold the 9 here, which they did on this previous doji. So I mean, it closed literally flat. So we'll see how this continues to go here. Mike or anyone else, any additional insight on the market right now? I don't see anything that we could really take trades off of at the moment.
I have a pivot at 40, 30, 75, like a fib pivot. So that's been like the level I've been watching. It's been going over and under that right now.
Okay.
It's been like a fight there.
Yeah, I get you.
40, 30, 75 on ES.
Wait, 40, 4,000 what?
30, 40.75.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. We're right at that level right now. Nice. Okay. And then, I mean, something that could happen is we break the low of the premium, or the low that we formed like 2 minutes before the market opened. What could happen is it breaks that, and if it starts to come down here to like 4,017
It might test like yesterday's high, just like a gap fill if it does that.
one day, yeah. So, oh yeah, I had to put my SPY instead of my PCC. So yeah, exactly. It could test the high yesterday, or the gap fill. Sorry. I mean, that's a pretty big gap. That's like 70 points. We'll see. But what I was actually going to say is it could test the PPI sort of gap, which is only like 20 points down here. So right when PPI came out, if we go to say like a second chart, you're going to see a gap on the chart. So what that means is there is basically just like, I mean, actually, I don't really understand it that much, not going to lie. I'm not experienced enough with all this kind of stuff, but you're just going to see a gap on the chart. It moves so quickly with illiquidity between these candles. Like, look at this. So this is where the data is released in this area right here. Little pump already. This is on the second chart. 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, big ass 10-point pump. And then it only comes in at 13 seconds on the next candle. And then they chop it around for, a minute or two, and then it continues to go. So, yeah, this could be a nice little area that they can try to fill later on in the day, or maybe in the late morning here. We'll see. But if it starts to get near these levels down here at like 4025, it'll go for Monday's high, like you just said. And then after that, it will likely go for the CPI sort of area down here. So that will be important. I mean, I don't really
I
like
actually
this.
took a short.
You took a short. I actually kind of like that. I do like that. It's probably gonna break the low right here. I was literally about to say that. It might try to pivot here because these top wicks look quite bearish. I think you'll be good. Just take profit when it breaks. Or if it breaks right here, very likely to break. Did you take an ES short or you took SPY or SPX puts?
SPX. I gotta build my account up a little bit more before I decide to drop some money into my futures account. But I finally got it approved.
That's good, man. There's a break. Just be careful here though, for real, because this can kind of reverse. I don't know how the options are moving, but
I like the inside bar on the hourly.
on the hourly, let me check that. On ES, yes. Yeah, I like that. I mean,
Yeah.
that's kind of expected
Very
after
small,
after the range is like 46 points on that candle. But yeah, 100%. I like that as well.
Yeah, it could be a nice scalp.
Yeah, I think we might try to push up a little bit here. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why. I think we're gonna just try to bottom wick or something. There we go. Let's see.
Oh, Ryan took a short. Lower day.
I don't know about that.
That's what he did?
All right, we'll see.
Yeah, I'm not in it. Don't worry.
Yeah. I mean, he's at a track meet right now. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, he did 39.50s.
Okay. Someone said they wish I did more SPY or SPX alerts. I got you. I was actually about to open my broker here and look at the SPY 0DTEs because I just added those this week. So let's see if Ryan can get his dump here. I don't know if he will.
Well, he said he's going to hold only for a couple of minutes.
Oh,
and
there's a good dump.
if it doesn't dump. Yeah.
So let's see if we were to take puts 398. So there's actually quite a lot of. I like these. Yeah, these 0DTE SPYs are actually really nice. Quite a lot of open interest, lots of volume. Lovely.
Mhm.
I love them.
I was in the SPY 398 puts, and they right before the low day break, they were at like, I don't know, 55, and now they're up to 70. So it's like a pretty decent percent move.
It's very nice, man. Wait,
Yeah.
also, this is I'm sure like half the people in voice chat are gonna leave because they think I'm a noob now, but like I don't pay attention to the Greeks that much. But the delta is obviously how much the underlying option moves off of a 1 point move in the stock, right? Just want to make sure because I don't really look at Greeks that much. Is that right? Oh,
I don't
geez.
look at them. To be honest.
Okay, I'll search it up then. I think that's what it is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I think
That's right.
for every
Yeah.
dollar move, that's how much the option moves up.
Okay, yeah. Because I'm trying to compare the delta with SPY and SPX. So with every dollar, damn, that doesn't seem right. 20 cents. Why does that feel weird? So the delta on the SPX 3980 is 0.21. The delta on the SPY.
Oh, that's the plan. That's not.
398. Did you get
That's
that
the one I'm
profit, by
playing
the
right
way?
now. It's the 390.80.
Yeah.
I just took my first thing off at 30%.
Nice, man. I'm gonna look for a short here. I know it kind of seems a little bit late, but I think we're gonna test.
I'm looking for-
Go ahead.
I'm looking for the VWAP right here, quick on ES, where I'll probably take my other part off.
All right, for sure. I'm gonna look for 4008 as a strike. Or no, I'm missing. Price target. My God,
Let's go.
that's very nice.
40%.
Probably will bounce off you up. I'm actually gonna do a little lotto here.
Kris, did you take a trade?
No, I'm gonna take 401 calls on SPY. I just marketed them. Just see if I can get a little scalp going.
How about that? There we go. That was a good trade. 40% every morning.
I'm in 401 call on SPY currently. I'm only up like 2%.
I also just filled the gap from yesterday's high. So
Yeah.
yeah, I could bounce here.
I mean, if you manage to get an entry, I'm gonna be like 3/4 out here at 1.4. So I can get that fill. Give me that, come on. Oh. Okay, nice. I'm filled at 1.4, guys. I don't know if anyone was able to get that little scalp. It was very small. So no stress at all. If you didn't. That's pretty good. How many points is that? Oh, 7 points. Futures on these kind of days are just so much better. I know you guys want me to trade SPY, SPX, but it's just so
I feel like
much
in the mornings
easier.
for you, ES is definitely better because you know the contracts aren't as volatile on
It's
one
just
days
so
in the
much
straight in the
better.
morning.
Yeah.
But
Look
like
at this.
the evening trades are probably decent options.
So I just took I mean, I know none of you guys caught it, so I'm just gonna say. So I took SPY 401 calls, and I'm already fully out now. But they went from 1.3 entry to 1.5. So what is that? 1.5 divided by 1.3. That's 15%. Meanwhile, if I put in the same amount of money on ES, I would have made like percentage-wise, I guess you could say 70%ish, or a little bit less. So my entry was 4017, and it ran to 4024. So that's like 7 points. So I mean, the difference between those is just insane. You make so much more money here. You make, I don't know, like 4 or 5 times more money with this on futures than I would have on SPY. Very interesting. I do like the downside though. I mean, like I said, so we retested Monday regular trading hours high. So this is what we were talking about earlier, guys. I know that we can't always like base trades off of our analysis, but at least we know, hey, the Monday high, which is obviously yesterday, during regular trading hours just got tested. It's 4017.5, I believe. Let's make sure. Yeah, so this is the high from yesterday over here. 4017.5. And then what happened is we just tested that level. We broke through by about 2.5 points, and now we're kind of pumping right back up. So they grabbed liquidity yesterday on yesterday's high and pushing it back up. But what we said earlier is that they're going to try to target, if they had low enough here, this PPI, pre-PPI price. So 4008. So right now, we're about 15 points off of that. So I'm still looking for short. That's what I want to do right now. I think we're going to wait just a little bit though. Maybe we can find better entries. This 3 minute looks like it wants to push a tad bit up to the 9 EMA. So maybe even 4027 is a possibility for an entry. If we get that kind of fill, it's going to be insane. 4027 and we write it all the way down to 4008. That's like 20 points. That would be crazy good. So we're going to look for that kind of entry. I'm glad to see a lot of you guys in the YouTube live stream, by the way. Good to see. We got like 70 people in here. Very nice.
Also have a pivot at 40 or 432 on SPY. So that's an area we can see that break here.
432.
400.32.
Why is that a pivot? Is it yesterday's high? No, it's not.
Probably near there, but I don't know. It's one of those pre-calculated. It's calculated from Friday, so it became yesterday's high or near it, and it was calculated, a day before yesterday. So it literally was.
That's cool. Oh, I'm stupid. What are we doing? I forgot to check all of tech. How is tech doing? Okay, so we have. Let's do a little market briefing for y'all. Okay, Apple is very strong compared to the rest of tech. Percentage-wise, it's up 3%. Or sorry, not Apple. So Apple's up 2.5%. Amazon's up 3%. Amazon was up 5% earlier. It's already dipped pretty heavy. Microsoft's breaking down huge right now. So Microsoft was up about 2%. Now only 1%. So big breakdown on Microsoft right now. Google broke down earlier. It was up a lot as well. Nvidia chop, Meta a bit of chop, just liquidity at high day right now. Tesla chopping upside. Any other stocks I'm missing? So Apple looks. Oh, Apple's breaking down here as well. Interesting. Okay, so Apple just broke its opening 1 minute range, I guess you could say. But everything else is pretty much flying. Let's see the Dow. If you guys take a look at the Dow Jones, it's insane what the chart looks like. It's just been green, 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 green. As well as GS, which is Goldman, of course. Goldman has just non-stop been green. Goldman has to be the most insane chart I've seen in a long, long time. This looks like COVID type of stuff, guys. Look at this. This is just insane. Look at this chart. This is the daily on GS. So in the last 1 month, it's ran over, I think, 20%. 35% run on Goldman. Look at this. It's just huge. I don't know who's going to buy into this. I actually do think that the next sort of dip it has will be a good buying opportunity because everyone will short a big, big dip. So if we see, this is just a note to self and a note for you guys. If you see a big ass dip on Goldman, like 4 or 5% big down day, maybe let's see how much it would be actually reasonable. If you see, say, like a 3% or more down day on Goldman, the next day will be a doji. The day after that will likely be green with sort of like a doji formation, and then they're going to push it right back up. This is a very easy, this is super easy money on Goldman. Big red day, they're just going to push it right back up. It'll at least test the high. Does that make sense? Everyone will just short this. You see a big ass red day, everyone's selling, everyone's panic selling. You see a pivot day, they form a new low here. Another pivot day, maybe one more pivot day, and they push it right back up 2 or 3 more days. This whole process will take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 8 days. It'll take about 2 trading weeks. This whole process, and then they'll form a new high. Easy stuff. Because if you can catch 3% dip, let's just hypothetically say it happens, you know, tomorrow. That's like 5% gain on underlying shares. If you have options, you know, a month out, you're gonna have very nice gain on that as well. Does this make sense? I'm just gonna keep this up, honestly, because I want to see if I'm right. I don't know if it's gonna happen right here, but this overall structure will happen. I'm very sure of that. Comprende? Todos? We'll start talking in Spanish if no one starts.
Okay, Kris, you're funny.
I like that you went through, for sure.
I got y'all. All right, that's good. That's good. Hey, I can speak in 5 languages, my guys.
Okay.
Just let me know the language you need me to speak. I can
Mandarin.
translate. All right, bro. Honestly, hey. Mandarin. I used to do Mandarin. I was in like honors Mandarin, but that is hard for anyone who speaks Mandarin. That is insane. So Nvidia just broke high day, by the way. Let's see what Bitcoin looks like in the daily now. Bitcoin's chopping. Tesla's up 4%. My God. So Tesla's breaking out. That's why we're seeing this huge pump. Yeah, they just liquidity grabbed with Apple at, you know, low day. Qs are flying. It's just kind of a random, I don't want to say it's a dead cat, but it's just a random bounce off the lows here. Ooh, NQ's on its VWAP. Interesting day. Nothing right now for us to really trade, if you ask me. But better price action than what we were seeing yesterday, if you ask me. So that's always fun. So look at these wicks also. Ooh, remember we saw this kind of setup yesterday? Let's look at the 3-minute. So we looked at this setup yesterday where we saw sort of a level being tested. Was it? I forget if it was this now. I think this was it. No, this wasn't it. It was here. Yeah, it was here. Where we saw so many greens in a row off of a low. So they form a new low, wick, tons of just bottom wicks, and they continue to push the price up. The first red you see close on the 3-minute. Next candle is just going to be super explosive. So right here as well, if we continue to see green, we'll buy in the first red candle as long as it's not a huge drop, and then we'll ride this one back up into the new high that it's likely to form. Does that make sense as well? It's just going to be temporary selling. It's quite literally what we just went over on Goldman. Right? Everyone get that? Just temporary selling. Shorts get excited. New shorts pile in. Buyer's stop loss gets hit. And then they push it. Right? Hopefully everyone understands that.
Yeah.
We got those.
Hey, Kris, quick question.
Oh, okay. 2 things. Yeah, go ahead. First.
I was just wondering for Trade of 8, right? Which market data subscription do you have?
Oh boy. Mike, you're my info guy, man. What was it, like $10 or something like that? It's $15. I forget.
It's like a bunch of different ones, so I'm just wondering which one it was.
Whatever you do, don't buy the $100 one. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh my God, I don't remember the name of it, but it's like it should be $10-15 max. Send me a screenshot of what they are, and I don't remember the name off the top of my head, but if you send me a screenshot,
Okay, but I'll DM it to you.
All right, thank you. Someone else is gonna say something, by the way. I think.
I was just saying we have those speakers, right? Coming in.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm stupid. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that because I totally forgot. Exactly. 7 o'clock here. We have speakers. Wow. Only 30 minutes into the day. That's crazy.
Feels like crazy right now, but the speakers could always it to just reverse.
So I'm totally staying cash right here. I wish oh my God, I just hate myself now because how much are my SPY calls up now? Let's see. I had them at 1.3. They're actually, oh wow, yeah, they barely moved. They're at 2. So what is that? Like 50%. Yeah, 50%. I mean, that's not, I guess. 50%, but with futures, that's like, oh, it's almost 20 points. Goddamn. I'm good with that. So I don't know if this is gonna affect our sort of strategy of first red candle, we buy calls kind of thing, or we long with the Fed speakers coming in here. But I mean, we'll see. the structure is always there, but we want to make sure that the Fed speakers don't mess up our structure. So we'll see if we buy in the first.
Yeah, they say one.
Yeah, exactly. It's, I mean, what, that one day where Powell like wiped out, how much was it, like 40 billion?
Oh, crazy.
Yeah, that's sick. I mean, when they put it like that, they could just say Powell wiped out, a lot more, because he basically tanked the market at the beginning of this year too. It's not just a one-day thing. See how this goes. This is a really big run. So, I mean, every dip I see, I'm skeptical to short every single time now. I'm not perma bear or perma bull, but I mean, they just buy every single dip. The buyers are insanely strong over the last few weeks. So, I mean, right now it's running off the lows.
The next spot they might try to go for is that 200 moving average on ES. That could be act as a magnet.
Like the 4,000, where is it? Like 4,009?
Give me a second.
Oh, what time frame? What time frame? What time frame? Daily, right?
The daily.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was looking at a completely wrong thing. I mean, yeah, that could work. Let's see. Oh yeah, I see. It's what, at like 4,077. That's what it looks like for me, ish. I have it on Hekanashi. I just looked at it in the algo screen.
That was where the last bull run we had too got stopped at. Was at 200.
Interesting. Okay. I mean, I guess.
Might be forming that first 3-minute red candle here.
So I was just comparing. Oh wait. Oh yeah, the first red. For sure. I mean, I'm gonna keep up with what they're saying on the. They should be talking. Usually they're pretty late, so we'll see if they're actually even on time right now. I was just comparing the delta on SPX, SPY, like I was talking to you guys about earlier, and I've noticed that on SPX they actually do have higher deltas, leading to higher gains on SPX. Like the delta's lower on SPX, but it still produces more gains. I don't know. This doesn't really make sense to me.
I think it's because the delta increases the closer you are to the strike.
I basically got the same strike, I guess. I got 4,000s on SPX and 400s on SPY. So that's what I was looking at those. I mean, they're not going to be the same price. The SPYs, they're both UDTE. 0.77 compared to 5.6. It's, wildly different, but.
So you did both of them?
Oh no, I didn't buy them. Sorry, I did not buy them. I was just comparing the prices. My bad.
Oh, you're comparing the two.
Yeah, my bad. That would have been bad if everyone just full ported puts there. I feel like I'm about to hear someone come on the mic and say, "Oh, I actually did buy those."
Oh, I actually did buy those. No, kidding. Kidding.
That would be pretty bad.
Got that first red on the 3 with a huge bottom wick.
I mean, do we buy this or not?
I think we might retrace that wick on the 3.
That's what I was thinking too. I just don't think this is enough greens for me to want to buy. Usually I want very steady, slow green movement. This is a big ass red. Like, I mean, look at the size of this thing. It's gonna probably try to wick off the 9, I'm guessing. Yeah. It's gonna do some bullshit move right here. Alright, I'm gonna look for a long run on ES. Let's see what we got going. That's pushing pretty aggressively. They got a minute 40 seconds. I mean, I don't know if they're going to be able to hold the 9 with this kind of. I mean, look at that dump.
Nah, they're dumping.
I don't think they're going to hold the 9. I'm refreshing. Let's see. Nothing so far that I see. Nope. They didn't say anything stupid yet.
I mean, we should have full ported puts right there.
Should have full ported puts, man. Damn it. I mean, yeah. There's literally no. I'm like, what the hell is that kind of random ass selling, right? So no way of knowing that.
Thanks.
Look at that 3 minute. Like, oh my god, that's so ugly. Oh, I mean, to me, this actually does look pretty good for downside, though. Now I will say, very nice for downside. So, what they're gonna have to do is, I was literally about to say this. So they have to hold this below the trend line, because right now we're bouncing off this trend line again. This is a very key trend line. Notice why was there just a random green right here all of a sudden? It's a trend line that we formed off of these highs over here. Dude, where did those highs go? Oh, they're on the top. One sec. Let's go to the 5 minute. Here we are. High, bounced here, broke above, and now we're retesting. So, sort of a key area. And who was it that said earlier about 4,030 as well? That's basically kind of the same thing, right? So it's a pivot at 4,030. It's a pivot at 4,025. Those are both very key. 3 minute is about to close here in about 4 seconds. So very weak close on the 3 minute, obviously big ass red. I'm guessing they might try to, if this candle doesn't close below these two previous candles right here, what they're going to try to do is retest 4,028. If they don't, if they close it down here, then it's just going to continue to push down. I do like a little scalp right here. I might try to do 4,002 calls on SPY. Or 402, sorry. I still have no news on Fed saying anything. How about you guys?
Nope, and I'm looking right now. I didn't see anything
I'm
yet.
refreshing all my stuff, and I don't see anything.
Yeah.
So this is a crucial area. I don't want to really take a trader here. I wanted to do 402 calls on SPY, but I'm like, why not? Let's just hold cash. So they're gonna try to target this VWAP down here. This could be an area that they try to reverse and go. Yeah, they might try to pop it right here. We'll see. Lots of reds in a row. This is what's key. So they're holding everything red. So personally, I'm leaning a tad bit short. I want to do a temporary bounce sort of play, but I guess not. They might dump this in a new low day, so I want to be ready if they end up doing that. And if they do that, I'm going to look at 390. What is a good strike? Let's do 399s on SPY. All right, guys. If they end up hitting an area in which we want to short, 399 for puts. Let's see how they close this candle. This will be pretty key. I got like 5 seconds left. If they close that green, that would be insane. Nope. Okay. So, I mean, it's just going to be that continuation like we've talked about so many times, guys. It's going to be that continuation off the knives, right? So knife, and it continues to chop downside. This is like the most basic pattern we've talked about, right? Chop downside after the big knives. So I know the Fed speakers are on right now, but I do want to be looking for a short 100%. I'll wait for a bounce. If we break this high over here, I want it to be very temporary. We go to maybe 4,030. And then that's an area in which I'd want to short. We might even do 400 puts actually on SPY. If the premiums die so much. Nice rejection off the 9 so far. Let's see how they continue to play this one out. What I'd expect, if buyers are strong enough, they're going to try to hold this above the previous candle low. So, I mean, they want to hold 4,023, really. If they break that, it's just going to start flushing very quickly.
Damn. I just made 30% off that candle on futures.
On upside or downside?
Downside.
Nice. Off the 9 EMA rejects?
Yes, sir.
Nice, man. That's a good play. There's a certain point where we just have to wait for this to play out. So we'll wait for this to play out. I want to see rejects off the 5 minute, the 3 minute, the 1 minute, just continuous rejections, and then we continue to downtrend slowly. This is otherwise a very good area to short, but I want to be a little bit cautious. All right, I'm gonna do a starter on 400 puts for SPY. So I'm gonna enter here at 1.07, 400 puts. Starter position, very small, because I'm actually gonna probably average up after a while. So I'm in at 1.07. Let's see if I can alert this also.
So you're leaving room to average?
Yeah, just in case. That's what I entered. I alerted it to, just because I think it's a pretty good play. Basically, what we don't want is this pushing above 4028. If this pushes above, I think we'll just exit, because the play won't be worthy anymore, and it'll be a tiny loss, but it will be a loss if that happens, because they're just going to try to push to the high. So I want to see 4,000. I think we're going to see view up. So once we do get close enough to the slow that we formed about 4 minutes ago, what's going to happen is they're going to try to target VWAP after a while. So VWAP is going to be their target if they break that low from 4 minutes ago. Hopefully the Fed speakers just kind of stay quiet for the time being while we are in this play, or say something really bad. First scales will likely be around 1.2, just to FYI. I'll let you guys know exactly when I scale. And my first scale will be a 4th out, very likely. So we got 1.13 so far. Very small profit for the time being. So 1.2 would be about 12%. That would be pretty nice. Almost 1.2. I'm just going to set my limit for 1.2. Let's see if they can maybe not bottom wick us and we can get filled, please. Oh my goodness, of course. That's a bit of an annoying candle, but we'll hold it here. Again, our plan is just to hold as long as it's holding below 4,028.5. We should be okay. If it breaks above, we're going to exit. Just be ready in case we do take that tiny loss. I'm guessing the lowest this will go is like 0.9 if we take the loss. Just heads up on that. Otherwise, let's see if we can get a new low. Come on. This 5 minute does look very good. I mean, they're going to have to reject it right here. We got 15 seconds left in this candle. Really hoping they don't push this, because this play is really nice. I like the setup. That's a pretty good candle closure that they're about to have right here. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like this. They have to push it for a new low within the next like 5 minutes, or else we're just going to exit basically no matter what. Right now we're break even. If they start to break the high that they formed from the previous candle literally just 1 minute ago, it would immediately be bullish. We'll probably even cut sooner. So let's see if they can push this down quickly here. What we're kind of seeing is a little bit more of actually consolidation rather than downside chop. This should have formed a new low right here. So let's see if this can form our new low. This 3-minute looks very good. 5-minute looks excellent. We're seeing actually an inside bar so far in the 5-minute. I'm guessing it's probably not going to be an inside bar by the time this one closes. And then the 3-minute, very nice. We can see a top wick and maybe this closes red. That would be ideal. A few seconds left on this 1-minute. Not a horrible close, but again, they have to start pushing this down very quickly here. Mentally, if this goes for a loss, I'm mentally thinking, okay, we can see maybe 0.9. That's where we would very likely exit if we take a loss. And I continue to say that, guys, just so that we're ready. In case this does break 4,028.5, I want to be ready to just immediately cut, right? So largest loss should be maybe 0.9 if we take that L. Still nothing on Fed. I don't know about what you guys are seeing, but I see nothing on Fed news. This is actually, if this closes red, that would be a great, that's a meh. This can still kind of, yeah, I was about to say, this can actually drop here. If they can continue to reject this off the 9, this could maybe go, let's see. All right, so be ready to cut in case this candle does explode here, though. Premiums are about 1 right now, 1.01. There we go. That's a good rejection. Come on, they need to follow through and finally just break it. There we go. That's a nice candle. This should go for the low here. 1.2 is first scale for a 4th out, guys. Boom, limits hit. 1.2. There we go. 4th out, guys. Nice. That was amazing patience. If we see 1.3, I will be almost half out. There we go. 1.3. Nice. Amazing. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And it's at VWAP, so just be careful if you have a small account. I'd suggest that you be a little bit more out than maybe the rest of us. But otherwise, this is going to go for a low day very likely. So let's see if we can see even 1.4. I'll be definitely be half out if we see 1.4-ish. Everyone all good with this one so far? Very nice patience. Love it.
Yeah.
Great exercise of patience.
Yep.
My finger was hovering over that sell button for...
Yeah, me too. I mean, I was ready to sell. I was ready to sell in case we needed to. Absolutely perfect. Loved it. The good thing is, I mean, we knew where our stop loss is going to hit. If we end up, like, we didn't have a strict stop loss, but mentally we understood if it breaks that level, it's going to, go for a loss. So right here, I'm going to hold the rest of them, guys. Just saying. Go ahead.
Once you get a minute, could you just
walk me
that
through? Yeah, for sure.
Stop loss handle and why you chose that point?
Yeah, of course, of course. Let's just see if this can. I really want a new low day. Come on.
Yeah. Just whenever there's a moment.
Yeah. All good. So premiums are 1.3. I guess they might try to wait. They're probably going to try to hold this here on the VWAP. It's going to be annoying. If they break it through previous candle, it's going to go for low day very quickly. But otherwise, they're going to try to chill at VWAP right here. Come on. They're actually at the Monday high again. This could be a big, big bounce coming in if they are managing to hold this for so long here. They got about 15 seconds left on this candle. So it looks like they're going to try to just wick it off of VWAP, I guess. 4 seconds left. Yeah, they closed it right above VWAP. Expected. I mean, I can just walk you through you guys right now. So, by the way, stop loss for the trade for the rest, because I guess I could say like I'm a third out basically if you divide how many I actually had. I'm gonna set my stop loss mental 4,000. All right, I want like 4,025. If it hits that, I'll probably just exit this little red line. Lots and lots of lines today. But premiums are 1.3, so they shouldn't die too much if we end up hitting 4,025. Basically, what the thought process on this was is we see big knife off of the top right here. And so what I'm expecting is kind of downside chop. It's that basic structure that we've gone over. I'm just going to do it on this screen up here, where we see upside and we see a big knife, and they don't immediately buy this up, right? So it's a big knife, and then, by the way, my mental stop loss about to trigger very likely, but big knife, and then they actually just continue downside chopping this like so. Eventually has a liquidity grab, and then they just push it even further down, but that's the structure. It's really just structure. It's not, you know, I don't know if it's technical analysis really, but it's, I mean, it kind of is, but it's basically just a structure that I've seen play out so many times. So yeah, there we go. So mental stop loss, I mean, it's our break-even price right now. I'm exiting the rest here of our SPY puts.
Good form, a nice double inside bar.
And then I'm agreeing on my SPY call again.
Oh, nice. Oh, someone was.
You were using the 7:12 Pacific time green candle to be the stop loss, like originally for that trade.
So basically, I was using the stop loss. Yeah, exactly. So I was using the stop loss. 7-11 actually. I mean,
yeah. For some reason, like 1 minute.
Yeah, it's okay.
Backward, forward years, I don't know. But yeah, 7-11.
So basically, what's happening is we're seeing downside chop formation. When that happens, what I don't want, I want to short the initial bounce, because this bounce is just going to be new shorts coming in. I thought we are going to go for the new low right here, so I was a little bit impatient in this area, because this, you know, structurally should have just gone for VWAP and should have gone for the new low. Now you're going to see maybe we can break this level. We're going to see a big push. The reason this is important is because it's the initial amount of buyers coming in, and then the new sellers will come in at this area right here, or stop loss on these sellers will hit, right? So a few of the late sellers right in this area immediately get crushed by this big ass candle. So that's why I set my stop loss there. So we see, you know, big downside here, a little bit of continuation, and then a big pump, and then we kind of slowly reject off the 9. We see a bounce, and then we go for a new low, and then the same cycle repeats. But it always has to hold below the previous high, where it goes like that. It's just chop downside, really. You have to have a little bit of patience while you do these trades.
Yeah, it's just because there's a huge amount of buyers that came in there, so kind of
exactly. I mean, if you look at this low here, it's 4,021, and it goes to 4,028. That's, you know, that's 7 points. That's quite substantial for them. So a lot of people will get stopped out there. Goodish trade though. I mean, the rest of them hit break even, and now they're about 0.87. So, and what I like is we kind of knew what our max loss was going to be. It was about 0.9. So if we ended up taking a loss, it would have been very small, but we were on point for where it was going to be on the premiums as well. It's pretty nice. That's the daily SPY trade, by the way. No more SPY today. I'm doing futures now. Because I mean, futures would have just made us more also, 4,027. And yeah, I would have made like $500 per ES I had instead of, you know, a few hundred on these. I see this sort of formation playing out a little bit here, guys. The 3 minute might be easiest to draw it on, just like this, I guess. Just want to draw something out. Trying to find something to trade, I guess, but this looks good. What I actually do kind of see happening is maybe a push above this top resistance. This actually looks amazing now. So the top resistance line is kind of being served as a magnet. So we've seen 4 rejections. 1, 2, 3, 4. What might happen is they try to go for a 5th now. If they go for the 5th, that's going to be a big break. That's going to be a big break if they actually do end up testing here on the 5th. What's going to happen is they're going to try to fake big red, and they end up pushing. We saw this kind of formation yesterday as well. Let's see if I can show you guys. I think it was here.
Yes, Chris, talk dirty to my calls, please. They could go up.
Was it? I really like, yeah, I do like calls here actually a lot. Especially if this Kim starts pushing huge. All right, I might.
We're kind of in a little bit of a downward channel, but it's close to breaking out of it.
I gotta go in a sec here. I do like upside though. I'm trying to find that example from yesterday. I don't know where it went. Kind of weird. Where did that thing go? By the way, just draw your trend lines whenever you see stuff, because I promise you, it ends up actually coming in handy. I mean, look at this. You have resistance here from the early morning. Turns into support. I really like calls here. I need to get into a long position before I go. I'm just gonna long ES. 4,032. I'm filled. Small position. See if I can alert this one in time as well. I don't know if I really want to alert this one. I want 4,035.
What did Tesla just do? I just got alert.
Tesla's up 5%. It's breaking high day. 4,035. I'll be half out, guys. Let's see if we can see it. Actually, maybe I'll do 4,034. It's only going to be 2 points, but I'll play it by ear. I'm just going to market sell these when it hits. Amazon's quite weak right now. Apple's almost at new high day. Rest of tech is pushing pretty aggressively right now. Alright, I'm back to break even on my ES long. Tesla is just having a big ass push. It just hit new high day and it's rejecting. So maybe we take a minute longer here than you'd expect to hit the top trend line. We'll see. What I don't want is for this to be rejecting early. Oh, it is rejecting early. Alright, if this actually goes down further, I'm just going to alert an average as well. Because this is a very nice play for a new breakup high day.
My charts are always changing.
What do you mean?
Let's see. So, yeah, it goes back to when I click over in Thinkorswim, when I go back to the actual chart, it changes to the chart I had previously.
Wait, what?
Nothing. I'll have to call.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, you still use TOS though, right?
Yeah, it's been acting, a little bit kind of crazy right now.
Mm.
It's just more annoying than anything.
I get you, Trey. That's
okay, what's the high of the day here?
4,037 or something, I think. On ES at least. For SPY, it's 402.3.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright, so I got a dip in a sec here, but I do want this to go into profit before I end up going. These candles are going to have to start holding because this has to go. I'm really confident of a break, I will say. Like, I would just be blown away if we don't break. At this point, there's no way.
Right. Or at least like a retest also
Easy.
of the PPI. You know?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't really make sense that we didn't break there. 3 minutes probably telling a better story. Let's just switch over to 3. I'm just gonna freaking average on this and I'm gonna alert it real quick. Hold up. I'm in the ES long at 4032, but I'm just gonna alert it at 4030 because they don't know that I'm in. Alright, there we go. 4030. I want 4035, and I'm just gonna be half out, and then I'll just set stop loss break even after that. So what can happen is gonna be a big ass break. What's up, Tricky?
What kind of plays and stuff you guys on? I'm late to the chat.
No, we took a short earlier. We got, I don't know which percent it was. I think it was like 30% or something. We got some SPY puts, and then right now I'm long with a tiny position.
What was your entry like VWAP?
Right now, my entry was like at that high candle. It's pretty shitty.
Oh, so you're like down a little bit?
I'm literally like break even right now almost. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that might get in.
I do like these bottom looks. This is amazing. The setup right now is great. Mentally, my stop loss is gonna be like 4028 kind of thing.
Yeah, it looks like a bull flag on the 5 minute, but it looks extended on the 1 minute. You get what I'm saying? Like, it kind of looks like it's too long of a flag.
Bull flag. Let me see. Actually, I do agree with you. I wouldn't say it's a bull flag, just like a little triangle. It just has resistance on the top, though. I agree. That's exactly the setup I'm looking at, actually. So.
Hey, but yeah, sometimes if I don't call the pattern right, you correct me. But no, I just call it how I see it. So it may not be that pattern, but it's probably what I'm.
No, I see it, man.
What do you call it?
I mean, I see. Everyone just calls it different names, but the idea is that. By the way, we're gonna.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, you're good. So 4034 will be half out if we hit. This is gonna explode if it breaks that high from about 5 minutes ago. It's just gonna freaking explode. It's gonna go like 40. It's gonna easy go high a day and then 4038 likely. So just be ready in case we need to scale. Yeah, here we go. I'm gonna be half out here.
Scaled out.
I like it when we're all on the same page.
Yep, easy peasy. So half out, guys. 4034. Very nice. I mean, my entry was obviously 4032. I had a little average, so my average was like 4031.5, but no biggie. It's a minor difference. Now we go high day. Let's see. What's high day? Is this right here? I hope that's high day. 4037.7.
High of day as 402.3.
Yeah. I think we should go for a high day right here. Let's see. Come on. What I don't want is a big ass red and then we go. I just want to see fat green, 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 green.
Of course.
I mean, I don't mind the fat red, but not right now because I gotta go in a sec. So the structure would still be there though if it hits the fat red. This candle has to go in the next 10 seconds here, or else it's definitely gonna have a fat red. I'll tell you that. Oh my god, it is gonna have a fat red. Don't do that to us. Come on. I want my 35. This candle breaks the high. It'll start pushing heavy. If it doesn't, fat red is on the way. So let's see it. Come on. No. Oh my god. Okay, I guess. Come on, ES. Freaking kidding me? Alright, so, I mean, we got profit, but I'm still in right here. The mental stop loss is 4028. Because the play is still worthy, and it's still, whatever you want to call it, like it's still in play, but it's going to have to take a little bit longer here now. Alright, I'm just going to say stop loss 4028. Alright, I send it out. 4028 is the rest on the stop loss. I gotta go eat some breakfast and whatnot right now. I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Everyone understand, though, what happened on the first trade for the gain, and then on this trade, what we're doing? Everyone's on the same page, yes?
Yes.
Yeah. Just to make sure. Okay, cool. Glad we all made money today, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Okay.
Thank you, Chris.
Enjoy your day, everyone. See you, Trey. See you guys.